What's up, guys? I'm Joe. Appreciate you stopping by the channel. Hope you're all doing well. So I got a little honing video today. I haven't done a honing video in a little while. I've been honing, I just haven't been making videos. So what we got today is this is the Goodfellas Smile. This is a 5/8 quarter hollow, and these are made in Italy. I don't know if you can see it there. It says, I'll read it to you. It says artisan made in Italy. And it needs a little bit of a refresh. So I thought maybe I'll put a different edge on it. So we're going to do this. We're going to start with this 1.5 Shafton. We are going to reset the bevel. Then we're going to go to 5K. And then we're going to finish it off here on my convex caudicle. And one of the cool things about these razors, the pivot is a T10 Torx. So you don't need any kind of equipment, anything other than a Torx wrench to take care of these scales. We do carry these on our website. It's not something I stock a lot of. I think I have one in stock right now. I was trying to get some more from our supplier, but they are out of stock right now. I don't know if that's because they're being imported. Maybe they're harder to get right now. I don't know. Maybe it's just something they're not going to be stocking a lot of. Hard to say. But I will say this, I don't know if I have a video on my other channel when we first got these in. I did an unboxing and shaving. I didn't do anything to it. It was just an unboxing. Wiped off the oil that it came with, and I went right to the shave. And I had a considerable number of days growth when I did that. And if you go back, I'll put a link down to the video, but you can go back and see that this thing just out of the box was probably one of the first shave ready razors that I had used in a while. You know, a lot of razors say that they're ready to go out of the box. Some are, some aren't. This one absolutely was, so I was really, really impressed by that. But I've had it for a while. I've been using it for a while, so I went to use it the other day, and I kind of noticed that it had a little bit of that edge just didn't seem as crisp as it has been, so figured it's time. And I've been watching a lot of Jared's videos lately. So I figured, you know what, let's throw the convex. Let's throw this on the convex caudicle. haven't done a lot of these honing videos. Kind of miss doing them, but I've been doing a lot of other things. You guys might have saw my cycling video, and when cycling season comes around, I'm out there. We've been really busy with the business. The farmers market just kicked off, so been really busy doing that. And one of the things that I do prioritize is my fitness. So I make sure that I carve out time for that. Winter it's skiing, summer it's cycling. And then I always have my weight training routines that I do throughout the week as well. For me, I don't know, it's important that I have that time, especially, you know, my previous job, my previous full-time job. Fitness was key, and it's just something that has always stuck with me. So I make time for that. And if that means I don't have time to make a video, then I guess I don't have time to make a video. I'll get to it when I can. Today is an off day for me, training-wise, and we don't have a lot to do with the business. We're somewhat caught up this week. I have to do inventory later, but not making any soaps today. We're not going anywhere today. Today is actually a down day for us. Gonna watch the races later. Got the Formula One from Miami. They also have NASCAR, so I'll be going back and forth there. Because I'm a auto racing fanatic. So we are really going to try and enjoy a nice down day today. I will try and do a video on my other channel, because I do have some business updates that I want to let people know about. All right, let's do a quick little check here, see where we are at. Sorry about that. I walked away for a second trying to find my packing peanuts. Speaking of packing peanuts, I am running low and I can't get these here in New York. I actually tried to buy some online and I got a notification from the company that said that they cannot ship those to New York. So I'm either going to have to find some of these or come up with a different way of checking my bevel, because I can't use those. I only have, like I said, I only have a little bit left and cannot get those in New York. If you try and buy them on Amazon, it says they can't send them to my address. And like I said, I tried to buy them from another company and they sent me an email saying that they can't ship them to New York. So I know we're not the only state. I do have the other type of packing peanuts, those, whatever they're called, the economy, or not the economy, the eco-friendly ones or whatever. I don't know if they're as good. I guess I could try using those too. But there's other ways that I can check the bevel. I do like the packing peanut test though, because it is just really, it's easy. Let's give her another quick check. See how we're doing. If I go kind of in and out with the audio, I don't have a mic on today. I'm just... Yeah, I think we're good. I don't have a mic on. I'm just kind of... just got the camera going. Let's move to the 5K. It shouldn't take too long. I really like this razor. It's a really nice razor to shave with. Looks like we're doing pretty good here. I might stay on this one just a little bit longer than I normally would. It's one thing I've been noticing. I've been spending a little bit more time on the mid-range when I've been honing. I think one of the things I do sometimes is I'll get a little bit too anxious to get to the finishing stone that I'm going to use, and I might not spend as much time in the mid-range as I should be. I really don't know why I started doing that, but I did. I think when I started messing around with different natural stones, I just wanted to get to that finishing stone, and I would rush through it. So I've been making myself spend a little bit more time on the mid-range, which is never really a bad thing. Especially when you're doing a complete bevel reset. If you don't have a good bevel, and if your mid-range work isn't that great, then it's really not going to matter what happens when you get to the finishing stone, because you're not going to be set up you're really not going to be set up to have a really great edge at the end. So doing this, focusing a little bit more on this mid-range work has been helping me out tremendously. I just saw that Matt at Griffith has those the black arcs that I had asked him about back in stock. I was asking him about a particular size, and he has it back in stock, so it looks like I'll be grabbing one of those. That'll be fun to start playing with a black arc. Let's see where we're at here. I'm sure we're in good shape, but let's just double check before we move on. I'm sure we're good. Yeah, we're good. All right, a little bit more here. And then we'll move on to that to our convex. This is what I was saying when I said I'm spending a little bit more time on the mid-range. Just checked it. Normally what I would do is I'd check it and say, yep, we're good, move on. So I checked it, we're good. And I'm just going to do a little bit more just to make sure. All right, let's move on. Get that out of there. Alrighty, let's move on to the convex. Just rinse this off real quick. This caudicle is pretty quick. So it should not take long. This is one of the things I've noticed about it is pretty quick. There we go, I think that's good. All right, I think that's good. I really enjoy this stone. It was, I know I was a little bit unsure when I first got it, but I'm really glad I made the decision to get it. I really enjoy working with it. I think it makes it a fantastic edge. swarf there starting to turn, or slurry there starting to turn gray. Didn't take long. There's all kinds of different, little methods to add water to this. Just the finger drop. I've seen a lot of people dip the razor in water and use that. I just like to do this here. I'll just rinse the one side of the blade and just dip that water onto there. It works for me. And that is the point behind all this. You just, whatever works for you. There's so many ways to get to the end result of a nice, sharp, comfortable edge. So many different ways to get there. You do what works for you. You do what you're comfortable with. Yeah, this is already starting to feel good. Already starting to get those indications that we're getting something really nice here. You know what I found? I said before I was watching a lot of Jared's videos, and I'm finding that the acrylic blocks that he's using, the shaped blocks with just the lapping film of the sandpaper, I just find that that's kind of fascinating to me, because you're going against what you conventionally see. People using stones. He's using a shaped acrylic block that he designed, and then lapping film. It's not something I want to get into at the moment, but it is interesting to watch, and I am curious, because you see him honing a razor and then he does a shave with it, and you're just like, wow, okay, that is a wild concept. I'm not using very much pressure here at all. I'm starting to feel this thing kind of stick a little. I am going to finish this on a flat caudicle once I'm done here. just doing water here, plain water. Let's do some running water. Just a little bit here. I know there's, varying opinions on doing the running water thing, but something I used to do quite routinely, so let's go back to that. Switch that over. The hot water going there, I wasn't even paying attention. That's going to be good there. Not going with anything after that, no glycerin or oil or anything. I'm just going to go right to the flat conical. Alrighty, flat conical, obviously from Griffith. This off a little bit. Alright, and we're just going to finish up on this flat. Just a light slurry, and then we're just going to roll in. We're not going to be on this very long. Very light, just like that. That's all. not using any pressure here. This is just the weight of the blade on the stone. And all I'm doing here is just holding it steady. That's all I'm doing. I know I hone with two hands, just something I'm comfortable with, but I don't put any pressure here. This is just to hold things steady. Just the comfort level for me. That's why I do it. And there I'm just taking, I want to take a majority of that slurry off of there. That's why I didn't dip, just do it with the razor rinse method, I guess we can call it that. Let's see what we got. Oof. Yeah. All right. Let's do a few more laps on this one, and then we'll call it done. I just wanted to double check there to make sure we didn't go backwards at all, and it doesn't seem like we did. All right, I think that's gonna do it. Yeah, that's gonna do it. that'll do it for this one. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go give this a shave. I'm gonna strap it up first, give it a shave, and see how it goes. I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Take care.